Imagine celebrating Christmas on a completely different day. What if December 25th isn't really the birthday of Jesus? In the next few minutes, we're going to uncover the surprising history behind this date, the ancient traditions that led us here, and what the Bible and history really say about when Jesus was born. By the end, you'll know the truth, and it might just change how you see Christmas forever. Let's start with a simple question. Why December 25th? You might be surprised to know that the Bible never mentions the exact date of Jesus' birth. Early Christians didn't celebrate his birthday at all. In fact, for the first 300 years after Jesus, there was no official birthday celebration. So how did December 25th become Christmas Day? To understand this, we need to go back to Rome in the 4th century. At that time, the Roman Empire was filled with different gods and festivals. One of the most popular celebrations was the festival of Saturnalia, honoring the god Saturn. This week-long festival, held around December 17th to 23rd, was full of feasting, gift-giving, and wild partying. But that's not all. There was another important festival on December 25th, the celebration of Sol Invictus, the unconquered sun. This marked the winter solstice, when days start getting longer again, a symbol of light overcoming darkness. But how did these pagan festivals connect with the birth of Jesus, and why would early Christians choose this date? Hold on, because the answer reveals an incredible strategy the church used to spread Christianity. By the 4th century, Christianity had spread widely, but many Romans still clung to their pagan traditions. When Emperor Constantine converted to Christianity, he wanted to unify the empire under this new faith. Here's where things get interesting. Rather than cancel the popular pagan festivals, the church decided to give them a new meaning. December 25th, a day already celebrated for the birth of the sun, became the celebration of the birth of the Son of God. This wasn't random. Early Christians believed that Jesus was the true light of the world. John 8, verse 12. What better time to celebrate his coming than when the physical world was also moving from darkness to light? This connection to light and darkness ties beautifully into the Bible. For example, John chapter 1 verse 9 says, "The true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world." In Luke chapter 2 verse 32, Simeon calls Jesus a light for revelation to the Gentiles. By choosing December 25th, the church created a powerful symbol, Jesus, the light of the world, coming to dispel the darkness of sin. The first official celebration of Christmas on December 25th happened in Rome in 336 AD. This was during the reign of Constantine. From there, the tradition spread to other parts of the Christian world. But not everyone agreed. In the Eastern Church, places like Greece, Egypt, and Syria, Christians celebrated Jesus' birth on January 6th. This day is known as Epiphany and focuses on the visit of the Magi and Jesus' baptism. For a while, there were two dates for Christmas, December 25th in the West and January 6th in the East. Eventually, December 25th won out for most of the Christian world. But here's the big question: is there any evidence that Jesus was actually born in December? Let's explore what the Bible and history say about the real timing of Jesus' birth. The Bible doesn't give a specific date, but it offers clues. In Luke chapter 2 verse 8 we read, "And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night." This detail is important. In ancient Israel, shepherds typically kept their flocks in the fields from spring to early autumn. By December, it was too cold, and flocks were often kept in shelters. This suggests that Jesus was likely born in a warmer season, not in the middle of winter. Another clue comes from the Roman census mentioned in Luke chapter 2 from verse 1 to 5. The Roman Empire usually held censuses during times of good weather when people could travel more easily. This also points to a birth date in spring or fall, not winter. So if not December, when? Some scholars believe Jesus was born in September or October. Why? First, the Gospel of Luke tells us that John the Baptist was conceived 6 months before Jesus. Luke 1 verse 26. So based on the timing of John's father, Zechariah, serving in the temple, many estimate John's birth around March or April. And if John was born in March or April, Jesus would have been born 6 months later, putting his birth in September or October. This theory fits well with the idea of shepherds still being in the fields. However, other scholars argue for a spring birth in March or April. This aligns with the idea of Jesus as the Passover lamb, a powerful symbol of salvation. In John chapter 1 verse 29, John the Baptist calls Jesus the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. Being born around Passover would connect beautifully to this image. So, if all this evidence points to a spring or fall birth, why do we still celebrate on December 25th? Let's explore why this date stuck and the surprising impact it has had on our culture. December 25th continued for several reasons. 1. Tradition. Once a tradition is established, it's hard to change. 2. Symbolism. The idea of light overcoming darkness remains powerful. 3. Unity. Celebrating on December 25th helped unify Christians across the empire. Over time, this date became more than just a compromise. It became a symbol of hope, light, and joy. So what does this mean for you? Whether Jesus was born in December, September, or April, the most important truth remains. He was born. His birth brought light into a dark world. Christmas is a time to celebrate that light, no matter the exact date. Now that you know the real history, you can celebrate with deeper understanding and appreciation. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. When do you think Jesus was born? And remember, Christmas isn't just about a date, it's about the light that changed the world.